Hey, not too bad.
Sorry about the
What's good? What's
delay.
good?
Good, good. Sorry about the delay and everything. Technology
Good.
being a trip and
Yeah,
everything.
no.
So I'm joined with the lovely Tiara P. Now, are you from Louisville or are you from Nashville?
I'm from Louisville.
Oh, okay, I got you. So,
Yeah, I just moved down here about a year ago.
so how has that experience been going from Louisville to Nashville? How's that experience been?
It definitely takes some adjustment, that's for sure. I went from pretty much like everybody in the scene to starting from scratch, you know. So, I felt like it was a little harder for me to find local hip hop down here just because country music is the thing that everybody recognizes Nashville for, even though there is so much more here than just country music. It's just almost overbearing at sometimes. Um, but my reception has been pretty warm. I've gotten shown love, and I've met some pretty nice people. Hooked up with a dope engineer who's actually from Lexington. Ramel hooked me up with him, actually. And I'm just working on getting this EP done, doing a couple open mics and things like that. It's good. It's nice, but I've always got to come back home and do some stuff every now and then as well. So I'll actually be home next week.
You know what they say, home is where the heart is. Um,
That is true.
no matter where you go in life, there's a part of you that's always going to be home. And I live in Lexington, and you mentioned an engineer from Lexington, so I got to give a shout out to my peoples up in the 859. So shout out to Lexington, first and foremost. So for
Yeah, the
you,
homie Royce is
so yeah,
from Lex, so
so how did you get started as an artist? How did it all start off for you?
Man, honestly, I've always been an artistic person. I started out writing poetry, like back in elementary school, and then I got into band, playing drums, and messing around with Fruity Loops back in the day. But it wasn't really until after high school that I actually started rapping. And that was with some of my homies who I worked with. We would get off work and just go to the crib, and everybody would cipher, and sometimes we would record it on a little MacBook speaker and drop some cuts, mix them up in GarageBand. That evolved into battle rap, and I really never, my heart was never in that, to be honest. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm definitely a fan. There's some really dope battle rappers out there, but my heart wasn't in that. It was really music all over, so now it's back to the music.
Oh yeah, I definitely love the battle rap. Like that is part of the culture, and people just strive one to be the best. And for the most part, it's all fun. You know, people just be clever, very witty with the lyrics, with punchlines. Uh, like you said, at the end of the day, it's about the music. Put out songs, and heard some of your songs, especially ones with a fellow Louisville hip hop artist by the name of Don B. I'm a fan of that dude. Very talented MC out there in Louisville, and I like the music out there. So to the homie Don B, sure. So let's
Yeah,
talk.
he is my favorite artist in the city. Like, he never ceases to amaze me, and he's definitely an inspiration to me. And being able to work with him is always a pleasure, and it's always an opportunity for me to step my game up because he writes and creates so quickly, and it even though it's so fast, he comes up with crazy stuff. So every time it's like, okay, I don't know what he's going to come up with, but I know I'm probably going to have to do a little bit of editing and revision for whatever it is that I get.
I definitely love what's out there on the Louisville hip hop scene. I've been keeping a close eye on it for the last year or so. You know, like Don B, Jans, Wamil, Corey Black, Sasha Renee, Wobbly. The list goes on and on. And of course, a very
Yes.
famous singer-songwriter by the name of Bryson Tiller, definitely making a name for himself. So Louisville,
Yes.
is urban city. There's plenty of hip hop artists, plenty of R&B artists too, and just the city just got a good thing going. So shout out to everyone out there in Louisville, for sure. So
Definitely. Love everybody's name.
So let's talk about this EP you've been working on. How's the process coming along? And do you have a plan for a release as of right now?
Okay, so the EP is called Balancing Acts, and that name is it epitomizes everything that's going on in my entire life. But just trying to balance all, 9-to-5 music, health, physical fitness, relationships, friendships, family, all of that stuff. It's a struggle to be able to devote yourself to so many different things adequately. That's really kind of what the project is about, and a recurring theme of, in each of the individual songs. Pretty much each individual song, without giving away too much, they juxtapose one or two or more ideas, concepts. So it's easy that while listening to kind of, it's all about one event or one person or one situation, but you got to kind of pay close attention to catch on that it's more than just, what's on the surface. As far as the process goes, I don't want to say it was easy, because it wasn't. It's been a long time coming. I've been working on this for a few years, and there's been a lot of setbacks and moving stage and breaking up with someone who played a major role in this process. Finding a new studio, finding an engineer that understood my sound and worked well with me. There's been a lot of stuff, but as far as just coming up with the content itself, it was easy because it's literally just derived from my life and from the lives and experiences of everyone around me. But as far as where I'm at in the process, I am done recording. So it's recorded. I've done all touch-ups and everything that I needed to do. Now it's in Royce's hands, and I know he's going to do well and do it justice. I just don't know how long it's going to take because, of course, he has a baby that was actually due yesterday. I haven't got any pictures yet. I don't think yet, but that's what he's balancing right now. So I'm going to give him some time to really get his head in the game and get back into mixing after the baby comes. And I'm thinking we're looking at a midsummer release. So no specific date, but my hopes are to have a release show both in Nashville and in Louisville. So we'll see what happens.
That's great to hear. Congrats to him with the kid coming on the way, and it's understandable. Handle your business. You're gonna be a parent now, so that's gonna be the number one priority for him. So that's pretty cool, and it's great. At least you got majority of it finished, pretty much done.
Exactly.
So you got just completed. Once he got time to take care of the kid, then he can finish and touch it. So that's pretty cool.
Yes.
So.
And then it's putting up paperwork and getting it ready because on all digital platforms, iTunes, Spotify, all of the above, So, I'm actually working on that stuff right now, but nobody ever wants to hear about the technicalities, and the fun part is what everybody cares about. Just know that it's going to be available on whatever it is that you're listening to your music on these days.
Pretty much, pretty much. So, who do you consider like your musical influences, those that you looked up to as an aspiring artist?
It changes. Honestly, I actually, it's funny to just have this conversation with someone yesterday, and I was like, I hate being asked who my favorite thing is because it's constantly changing, and even my inspiration, I take inspiration from so many different people in so many different ways. Like, it might just be one thing, and I'll have some type of inspiration in that. Like I said to this person last night, inspiration for me. But outside of that, musically specifically, lately I would say I am definitely inspired by a lot of ladies out there that are doing their thing in male-dominated genres. Ladies like, Kehlani, Dreezy, Rhapsody, just like all sorts of ladies, even all the way back to the, everybody, pretty much I feel like everyone in the nation is going to say Lauryn Hill because The Miseducation is the number one album for a lot of folks. But I also take inspiration from other genres, not just hip-hop and R&B, like jazz, blues, Motown, rock, country in some ways inspires me too. I'm not really a huge country fan, but being in Nashville, it's unavoidable. There's some stuff that I do listen to, but regardless, I can respect and appreciate the talent when I hear it, and I have a tendency to borrow elements from several different genres. The fact that I was in band for most of my grade school career, I take influences from classical music and marching band elements and all types of stuff. Because I'm producing and writing and recording a lot of this stuff myself. So I get inspiration and all from a variety of sources.
I could definitely attest to people mentioning Lauryn Hill, Miseducation of Lauryn Hill. Definitely
yeah. I kind of like troll people about that a little bit just because it's like she dropped one album and then what else has she done? So, I just had to like kind of jab at people on the internet, just really kind of mess with all of my musician friends. But at the end of the day, I love her, regardless. She's definitely like that was a game changer for sure.
If it's one album or 10 albums, it's about leaving that lasting impression, and that album after all these years still reflects so many people, and she sang and she rap on that record, and she's had hit records, platinums, Grammys, all the accolades that she had in the 12 months with that album coming out. So respect to the queen, Miss Lauryn Hill, for sure. She is that big deal. You talked about ladies in men dominant genres, especially in hip hop. There are women out there that can actually rap, that can spit bars like yourself, independently, unsigned, and mainstream. But every now and then it feels like they don't get the respect that they deserve.
That's true.
How much of
hell, even Cardi is an inspiration to me, and it's not just the like rags to riches. The fact that she's just very real and vulnerable with us about who she really is. Musically, whether she's writing raps or not, some of the stuff that she says, it comes from her, and it's just real and raw and honest, and I can really appreciate that. And it's hot, it's fun. Like, it's summertime. She had basically the soundtrack for the summer because, you know, a lot of her songs are charting up there, and, you know, I can't say that. I don't even, like, I know everybody's going to try to pit Cardi and Nicki against one another.
Yeah.
That's one thing that's always bothered me is really since Nicki's been out, it's always been about any other Tennessee coming out. They people look as if only one can exist, and that's definitely not true. There's room for plenty of people to succeed in the game because they're not the same. They have different content. They might have similar content, but there's difference. And even if they were to sound similar, you can multiple of guys out there who are rappers who sound exactly the same as someone else. So let the ladies eat too.
That is very true. Like it feels like on the woman's side, it's like it can only be one when everybody can be involved. Everybody can contribute in their own way. For Cardi B in particular, she won me over when Be Careful came out and showed a different side of her. And Offset, you engaged that woman, more power to you. The song speaks for itself. You better be careful.
Right.
So, you know, whether she put that out before being engaged or not, every woman gotta have that anthem. And she found her anthem and Be Careful. I love the invasion of privacy. She won me over, and her personality, her making noises. I mean, she's just joyful to listen to in her interviews.
Yes, like it's fun. It's like good. It's good vibes. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's good vibes.
So it's very bubbly, and you know I can't hate the woman. Like it all she gotta do is make them random noises. I'll be like, okay, I ain't mad at you no more. she good with me. So Cardi B, you good with me. Now before I let you go, why don't you go ahead and promote your social media feeds, and where can people listen to your songs?
Okay, so I have a website, and it is dope, so make sure you check it out, especially on the desktop version. It's cool, too, but, like, if you want the full experience, hop on that laptop. It is www.tiarapmusic.com, and it also has all of the links to all of my social media right at the top. On mobile, just rotate your screen horizontal so you can get that, you know, the landscape, so you can get all of those icons. But I'll shout them out anyway. Instagram and Twitter is Tiara P12. And that's my SoundCloud as well, which has not all but my music on it. The website has all the music as well. It's not a direct access to it from the website. I'm also on Bandcamp, tiarap.bandcamp.com. I'm on Snapchat, Tiara P for real, like F-R-E-A-L. So Tiarapfreal on Snapchat. There's so many of them out there these days. I think I covered them all, though. And if not, like I said, go to my website, www.tiarapmusic.com. Join my mailing list, and you'll get all of the updates, access to exclusive content. You'll be the first to know when I'm going to shoot this video, which is supposed to be pretty epic. And get discount codes, my shop t-shirts. I got these, all kinds of stuff on sale. So check that out.
It was great chatting with you. I want to thank you for being on the show. Continued success. Everybody look out for that music video coming in the near future, and be on the lookout for the EP. Let's just say that it'll be released within a couple of months.
Okay.
So until then, go to tiarapmusic.com and get a little comfortable. Get yourself familiar with what this lady about to bring to the Nashville and Louisville hip hop scene. So with that being said, you have a good night. Have a good evening.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thanks for giving me some time. And I'll stay in touch, man.
Sure.
Appreciate it.